Hello, my loves. Welcome in. I've been getting a lot of requests for videos lately, so I'm trying to, look at them all, and then I'm trying to see which readings I'm, I guess, most drawn to at this particular time. And I do feel it is time maybe for an update on Anna Marie Kepner. Stepbrother is being charged, right? And we're going to be working with my makeshift pendulum. See if we can get Anna on the phone to talk to us and maybe give us some answers. Of course, I already did a reading on the situation before it kind of blew up, I think. We'll try to piece it together. So let's do an updated version on what happened. Okay, so let's do what exactly happened. What exactly happened to Anna on the ship? What exactly happened? Okay. All right, you guys, this was supposed to be a family trip. This was supposed to be fun. This was supposed to be filled with memories. This was like supposed to bring them closer together, this trip. It was, yeah. It was about enjoying the moments together. Okay. So this trip was supposed to promote some type of healing. So maybe there was some kind of drama going on with the family. This does have a time frame of mid-November through mid-December. I forgot when this actually took place. But yeah, this was supposed to create a balance. This was supposed to create a balance for everyone. Create harmony. Again, create harmony. I think their family were waiting. They were waiting because this is a card of patience. So this was a highly anticipated trip. Like promoting harmony, promoting healing, promoting memories. Thank you. So yeah, a planning card. I just said this was well planned. Okay, the Two of Wands. Very, very well thought out, very well planned. The decision to go. They might have actually been thinking about maybe doing something else, and this is what they kind of came up with. So I do feel like there were other options, because it says deciding the path to take. Deciding the path to take. So that's interesting. A path to take that aligns with long-term goals. So maybe this was planned. Do you think her death was planned? It says, how can you make a decision that aligns with long-term goals? I mean, this is A death of someone is absolutely long-term, so that's flipping interesting. We'll get a clarifier for the Two of Wands, you know. Let's get another card, please. Tell us anything you can about the trip. Okay. Okay, this is Anna. She is an air sign, Gemini, but we do have the Fool, which is a new beginning. This was, okay, it does say spontaneous. So again, they might have been thinking of different options, and this was like, let's go on a cruise. You know? Like, okay. That's, you know, interesting. But this is kind of setting someone free, a new beginning, setting someone free. So let's definitely tap into the energy of the Fool card, because that is Anna. Page of Cups. So someone interested in here. I do wonder who the Page of Cups is. So we do have, again, a new beginning, a love or an apology. So let's look at what the Two of Wands is. Please tell us what the Two of Wands is. What is this planning and decision making here? Two of Wands. What's the Two Okay. Oh, okay. Departure. Someone departing. Moving on, letting go. Walking away from the things that's necessary to start something new. Start something new. We have that a lot here. New beginnings, start something new. The Departure card. So deciding to let someone go, making the decision, the departing card. Eight of Cups. So what's the Fool? Okay, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Let's find out who the Page of Wands is. Oh yeah, didn't she have two brothers? She has two siblings, right? So we have two other younger people here. But particularly the Page of Wands is on top of her. And along with the new beginnings, something new, on the Page of Wands, it says new possibilities. Okay. Okay, all right. We have a challenging card, but coming out stronger because of your challenges. So someone feeling kind of like depleted strength, but also having courage and the strength to keep going. Okay, what's the Page of That one's calling me. It flicked at me. Okay, Page of Cups. Ooh, feeling trapped. A limiting beliefs, feeling like a victim. Someone feeling like a victim. Okay. Maybe someone having mental issues. Someone having mental issues here. Okay. Yeah. So someone feeling trapped in their mind, not believing they can do something, feeling like always me, always me. I'm never this, I'm never that. Just real negative. Not really knowing how to get out of their mind. Okay, all right. Hope you guys were able to follow that. So what happened? Let's look into the person that did this to Anna. So let's tap into the murder here. And let's ask who did this to Anna. Okay, who did this to Anna? Who murdered Anna Marie Kepner? Okay, first card out is Justice, so air sign. So this could be Anna, since she is an air sign. Very fair, very balanced. Okay, anxiety, nightmare. So again, someone facing mental trauma, depression. Okay. Struggling with anxiety. Okay, the Star card. It is a card of despair, but it's hope and faith, you know, that things will be okay. When someone's in a dark place, when someone's going through a hard time. This is Aquarius, but also an air sign. So this is hope and faith when in despair. I don't know why, but I feel like the person that hurt her actually was inspired by her and relied on her during their dark mental times. This was a person that would lean on her. This is a person that would lean on her light in their despair, in their depression and their anxiety. She was the inspiration and the light that guided them. So she was someone that this person looked up to. And, you know, Anna was very truthful. She liked to see things be done about certain things. So I wonder if Anna had said something that made this person snap. Was Anna trying to be fair about something? Was she trying to get a point across to this person? Queen of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. Why is her mom coming out? Her mom is coming out. Queen of Cups. This is absolutely her mother. And the Chariot. So the Chariot being the vehicle that they were on, which was the cruise ship. This is actually moving forward on something. Having the willpower and being in control of this situation, coming out with the mom card. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what justice is. What is justice? Please clarify justice. Okay, thank you. That card flickered at me, wanted to come out. Okay. Again, Page of Wands. So same little person coming out, younger person. Yeah. So being giving, being charitable, being compassionate, maybe being too giving, not receiving as much as you give. And what's fair? Is this fair that I give and give and give, but I don't receive? Or that you receive, and you don't give enough? Is there fairness and justice in that? Let's be honest, right? With truth and balance, let's be honest. Something with the Page of Wands here. Again, this person being inspired by Anna. So let's look at what the Page of Wands is. Like, she always gets everything. You're always giving to her. You know, you always take her side. She just takes and takes and takes. You know, that's not fair. Yeah, the devil coming out for a oh, you guys, I don't feel, I literally just felt like a whoosh of illness through my body. This person did not like that. So I'm getting from this card that the Page of Wands might be responsible for Anna. This was a person that was, you know, but they were, I kept seeing something about creativity. Exploring a new possibility. What are the new possibilities? But this person is not okay. This person is sick. You know? Didn't they say that, like, the brother that they think that murdered her was, like, addicted to her? Like, literally was fascinated by her and had an obsession with her. Wasn't that the whole deal? So this could clarify that. So I do think the Page of Wands is responsible. All right, let's see what the Queen of Cups says, because this is a person. What's the Queen of Cups? What does the Queen of Cups have to do with Anna Marie, her death? Queen of Cups, please. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Too nurturing. I'm hearing too nurturing. She might have known something was up with the kids. She might have known. Again, why was a female left in a room with two boys, right? Why was a female left in the room with two boys? Why didn't all the guys just bunk together and the women bunk together? I'm sorry, but if I had like a blended family like that, I'd be like boys with boys, girls with girls. That could have been the deal. That would have protected Anna. Okay, so this kind of reminds me of the Two of Wands. So coming out for the Queen of Cups is the Two of Swords, which is balancing the head and the heart to make a decision, a difficult decision possibly. Compromise. So compromise is, no, that's compassion. Okay, inner conflict. Inner conflict about making a difficult decision. So maybe mom made a decision that really set this Page of Wands off. Mom made a decision. She was trying to balance out the situation. Oh my God. Trying to balance out the situation about who gets and who gets and who gives generously. This also has to do with materialism. So what they don't get, an unhealthy mindset on what I don't have or what I want. They didn't get what they wanted because mom had to make a decision about something. So let's look at the Chariot. So I think the mom set it up. I don't think intentionally. I don't believe it was intentional. This set that Page of Wands up for some to be triggered. They were triggered. What's the Chariot, please? Chariot. The Chariot is a time frame of mid-June through mid-July. Okay, what is the Chariot? Ace of Pentacles. Again, new beginnings coming out. I don't know what it is with this new beginning, but it's been all over this reading. This does have to do with money, an opportunity for money. A manifestation of an opportunity when it comes to money, which we have here. So we have money. We do have money involved here, something to do with money. And honestly, it could just have been like, like when you go on a trip and you want to go and you want to do stuff, and who has money, who doesn't have money, who controls the money, who has their own money. Okay. All right, I do want to look more into the Page of Wands. So let's put these cards back. We're going to keep the Page of Wands out because I do think that is the person responsible. So let's keep the Page of Wands out. And let's look more into the Page of Wands energy. Let's ask if Anna's here and if it's okay if we ask her some questions. Let's use my pendulum. Okay. All right. Anna Marie Kepner, are you here with us now? Okay, dear. Can we ask you some questions, please? Okay. Is the Page of Wands responsible for your death? Okay. Thank you, Anna. All right, let's look into the Page of Wands. That is an absolute yes. This is our person. He came out twice. He, because, I'm just guessing this is a sibling. Tell us about the Page of Wands. Ooh, okay. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. So again, I'm guessing this is mom. You know, people can come out as different cards. Now, the 3 cards that came out together are all pentacles. So, someone working hard. Someone working hard, having a skill. Again, a lack mentality when it comes to money. I don't have enough. I can't do this and I can't do that because of a money situation. So again, remember, we got money. We got money from the last reading. This did, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So we actually have 2 women here. We actually have 2 women showing up. Okay. So let's see. And then we have the Knight of Swords in the back. So she did have 2 brothers. So we'll bring out the Knight of Swords. Okay. So what about the Queen of Wands? So that's so interesting that we're talking about money, that we have the generosity card. I think the Queen of Wands is someone else. I think mom is the Queen of Pentacles, because I think this had to do with something about money. I swear this had to do something about a money situation. Okay, that's interesting. The Empress comes out with the Queen of Wands. The Empress. The Empress is a mother. She is fertile. This could be pregnancy. Doesn't have to be here, but she's a nurturer. She nurtures herself as well as nurtures others around her, and she's more abundant. I wonder if Anna had her own money. I wonder if Anna had her own money and maybe wouldn't share it, because the Empress is abundant, which means that she has more than enough. More than enough. So I do think the Queen of Wands might be Anna. These are both fire signs or fire elements. What's the Queen of Pentacles? Oh my God, I'm literally like shaking right now. Okay, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is coming out for the Queen of Pentacles. That's crazy. So this is their parents for sure. This is their parents. So let's find out more. Something about money. Someone felt they had a lack of it. Someone was more abundant in it. It's so weird. Okay, tell me more about the couple. Tell me more about the Queen and King of Pentacles when it comes to the Page of Wands. Tell me more about the parents when it comes to the Page of Wands. You know what I'm kind of getting? That mom was saying yes, dad said no. Mom said yes, Dad said no. Yeah, someone put their foot down. Someone took control of a situation, maybe Dad. Remember I said someone said no? If anyone's gonna... So, someone had the authority here. Someone put their foot down and had the authority in this when it came to the Page of Wands. Okay, what about the Knight of Swords? What's up with the Knight of Swords? Why are you here, Meester? Okay. All right, so coming out for the Knight of Swords is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, more Pentacles. So I don't know if this is just telling me that this person's more innocent, right? Reliable, practical, disciplined, hardworking, slow. All right, if you could tell us one thing about the Page of Wands, what would it be? Tell us one thing about the Page of Wands, what would it be when it comes to Anna? Give us a card for the Page of Wands when it came to Anna's death. I'm hearing they wanted to see what happened. They wanted to see what happened if I did this. I've never done anything like this before, but I want to see what will happen if I do this. A manifestation. Again, there's creativity when it came to this. There's been creativity in this whole reading. Creativity has been here. I believe this is physically doing something to her. Physically doing something to her because they wanted to see what would happen. Having a certain skill that they wanted to exercise. I've never done this before, but I just want to see what would happen if I did this. I just want to see what would happen. That's literally what I just said. Or this could be Anna herself, right? Coming out as the magician, clarifying that they did this to Anna. But I'm getting more like it was a manifestation of doing something to her that they knew they could do, and they wanted to see what the outcome would be. So let's tap into more of the Page of Wands. Please give us another card for the Page of Wands. Yeah, they had a talent. They did something. They could do something. This person had a talent. They had a skill, and they wanted to exercise it. This card says it's all in your hands. So he put his hands on her, physically did something to her. Okay. High Priestess. The High Priestess. She's extremely intuitive. So I do wonder if this is mom. Something to do with mom, keeping secrets, but knowing. Not really saying anything, but knowing. Not saying anything, but knowing. Intuitive insights you're ignoring. Mom knew that this would happen. Mom knew there was something weird going on. She knew. She knew, but she didn't do anything. She knew, but she didn't do anything. We'll get one more card. Give me one more card, please, for the Page of Wands when it comes to Anna. All right, I don't know. So we have the Resting card, the Four of Swords, and this is just a card of just when things are, you know, a bit much, that you need to kind of seclude yourself from people. You need to seclude yourself. So I just think mom just didn't want to be with the kids. Honestly, I think what might have set the Page of Wands up for what they did, being able to do this to Anna, was mom. But it's not her fault. Do you know what I mean? I think she might really take on a lot of this fault for this happening because of her need to just not want to deal with it. Like, I don't think the kid should be in this situation. You know, I don't trust it. I know something could happen, but I just need time alone. I just need to be alone. I need to, you know, use this trip to rejuvenate myself, you know, but at the same time, you know, she knows that it's not the best. She knows it's not the best situation, but she doesn't speak of it. She just acts upon it because she's, you know, she's tired. She needs a break. She needs a break. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys, Page of Wands. Let's ask Anna who the Page of Wands is. Okay, Anna, is the Page of Wands your stepbrother who is accused of killing you? The Page of Wands is not your stepbrother? Okay. Did your stepbrother do this to you? Your stepbrother murdered you? Okay, so that's a big yes. Is the Page of Wands one of your brothers? Is the Page of Wands one of your brothers? Okay. But the Page of Wands murdered you? Did the Knight of Swords do this to you? Did the Knight of Swords murder you? The Knight of Swords did? The Knight of Swords took action? Okay. I forgot. Okay, I just cleared the cards. I wish I hadn't have done that. You guys will have, I just completely have a... Yeah, I forgot what just came out for the Knight of Swords. What was on the Knight of Swords? Okay, all right. The Knight of Swords. Where's the Knight of Swords? Okay. The Knight of Pentacles was on top of the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see if we can get a clarifier for the Knight of Swords. Tell us more about the Knight of Swords when it comes to Anna's death, please. You know what? I got that her stepbrother didn't do it in the other reading too. She literally said, no, it was not my stepbrother. The World card. So the ending of a cycle, ending her life, ending her life. Why? Why the World? Why did he want to end her life? A cycle needs to end to start a new one, a new beginning, new possibilities. Did your other brother end your life? Did your other brother end your life? Did your mother end your life? Did your mother have anything to do with it? Okay, so one of your brothers ended your life? Did someone come in that you didn't know? Is there someone we're missing here? So could someone have entered, could someone not from her family have entered the bunk and got her? You guys, is that a possibility in this case? Are they considering that someone else has done this, that she didn't know? Will they find this person who did it? Will they find them? Will your stepbrother be charged for your death? Will your stepbrother be charged? Okay, will he go to jail for your death? He will not go to jail? Okay, so they might not have enough evidence on him. Okay. Okay. I don't think they'll keep the stepbrother in. Okay. But they won't find who did this to you. But someone did this to you that is not in your family. Okay. All right, you guys. She says it's someone from the outside who did this to her, and they will not find them. Okay, why the World card? Why the World? Tell me why the World. Okay. Okay, it had to do with her family and money. Okay, it had to do with her family. The way that their family was. The way that their family was. You know how people go on, families go on cruise ships, right? You know, there's lots of money involved in cruises. There's money flying everywhere on a cruise. There's money going in, there's money going out. Money, money, money. Something to do with money here. For what she had. They murdered her because of what she had. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get any insight from Anna, and then we'll say goodbye. Okay, everyone? God, I can't believe this is an hour reading. There's no concept of time for me when I'm doing this. I am so in the zone that I don't even realize it's been 50 minutes. Like, my bottom hurts really bad from sitting, that's for sure. Okay, a message from Anna, please. Anna, anything you want to tell us, love? Anything you want to tell us? Anything, my dear, that you want to tell us, something we don't know, something we need to know, a message that you have for the world, doesn't matter. A message from Anna. Okay, okay. That one. That one. Okay, chunky. Okay. Okay, you guys, oh my gosh. I do not have time. My bottom hurts so bad from sitting. If we have to pull a clarifier, we will, but here's the message. Coming out again as the High Priestess. Okay, everyone, so again, knowing something, but not saying it. Someone knowing something, but not saying anything, keeping a secret, but they know. They know. The strategy card's coming out. This is when you feel like you have to tiptoe around someone. This is a card of when you feel that you have to outwit someone. So someone is not honest, someone's dishonest, someone's betraying you, and you kind of know that. So you have to be sneaky. You have to be sneaky around this person. This is a card of strategy, but it's you needing to have strategy so you can outwit, so you can be smart enough to outwit someone that you think is an opponent. So this card is on how you feel about someone in your circle or in your life. So Anna might have felt that she needed to be strategic around someone who knew. who had intuitive insights but kept secrets, but knew. The 9 of Swords is coming out again. So again, having anxiety about something, feeling depressed about something, really not being able to sleep here. This is losing sleep because of anxiety, worries, and fears. So maybe needing to be strategic to someone who wasn't, you know, who had this type of mentality. The 8 of Wands, okay, this is travel. So this card might be about the trip. This is about going on a trip. It's about having communication, about talking to someone about something. And that person or this, like whatever it is, it's acted quickly upon. It's acted quickly. Action, quick, fast action. It's like hearing about something and saying yes, and it automatically creates change. The chunky that came out together, 6 of Swords. So again, moving on, travel, making progress, moving on from the past. 4 of Swords coming out again. So again, just needing this is a lot. I need to rest. I need to rejuvenate. I need to be by myself. I need to be alone. Okay, the 4 of Wands, okay, is about family. This is a family card. It's about having accomplishments and sharing those with family, with, you know, people around you. It is a celebration card of being stable, a stability card. In the back of the deck, 10 of Pentacles in the back of the deck. So again, having to do with her family. Having to do with her family. So the High Priestess. So I'm guessing this might be Mom. Let's see who the High Priestess is. What about the High Priestess? Okay, so the High Priestess might have been dealing with like competition, conflict, challenges in front of them. Just, you know, too much. There's just too much going on, too much conflict. Like, yeah, you think it's all healthy, you know, but this is a lot for me. This is a lot for me. It's about succeeding. It's about succeeding when there's just a whole bunch of competition, challenge, and conflict that's kind of being thrown at you. All right, let's see what the strategy card is. What's the 7 of Swords? Okay, all right, the Hierophant. So this is a card of marriage. This is a card of marriage. Traditions. So, I mean, could have been a tradition that they went on cruises. But this is about finding mentorship. It's usually about someone that helps you. So counselors, someone of spirituality. So it could be in some type of religion, someone in that. So that's interesting if the Hierophant's coming out with a strategy card. A mentor, someone that mentored her was considered an opponent. Having to tiptoe around someone that might have been more into traditions. I feel like this person is the opponent. The Hierophant's the opponent. All right, you guys, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted from this. I hope this was a help. I don't really feel like it is. Maybe that I feel like I was thrown in a whole bunch of different directions. So please let me know what you guys got from this, if you got any messages from this. But Anna has said before in the reading before that it was not her stepbrother. Is there any way that this could have been someone from the outside that literally came in, that broke in? and murdered her, and then escaped, got out because of what she had. All right, you guys, love you. I'll see you guys in another video, okay?